Yeah.
And social studies, like each of them has been watered down, we could say, to exactly the way they want to teach it and how they want to give it to them. And it takes away your flexibility to how you taught your kid before they got to kindergarten. Because like you said, you taught them color, you taught them a hands-on experience, and that classroom kind of like just drowns all that out and put it black and white, and this is right, this is wrong, and you got to do this, and you got to do it this way, and this is left, this is right. If you don't do it this way, it's wrong.
Just like they have a new math in the public schools. And I meant to ask my son's school if they taught that kind of math. I forgot what it was.
Common Core?
Yeah, there you go.
The Common Core math. Yeah.
But I didn't ask because their model is uncommon core. So I'm like, all right, so if it's uncommon, then I'm praying that it's not the But do you see how much more difficult they're making math problems for the children? And it's crazy.
And then that also goes to the GED too as well, because a lot of the kids that do drop out of high school and think they're going to just go earn their GED, it's not happening, because when they go for that GED test, they realize it's not the stuff that they're being taught in the high school in the first place. Mm-hmm. And every year, the math, for some reason, is getting more harder and complicated and more complicated for no reason.
I know that I was talking about this with, I think, one of my philosophy professor, and we were talking about the Common Core math, and he was like, there was no children involved in this, and there was no other parents. It was just people in a room that sat together and said, well, this makes sense, and this is what we're going to teach the children.
Exactly.
Nobody got any input for anyone else and all this other stuff. They just thought that this was going to do this.
But see, that's the thing about the parents. So, like, we have all these, like the PTA. The PTA association is set up so that we can have input. And you can go very far with the PTA. They have different levels of it. You have the in-school PTA, and I forgot the name of it right now, but there's also a Board of Education level PTA that you can sit on, and you have access to what's going on and input of the child's school. Because I realized too that a lot of the materials now, everything is getting digitalized, and they had a bunch of computers just sitting up at the Board of Ed collecting dust in a box, when half of the students in a lot of schools don't even have the books or the resources that they need to get this information that they're giving them. Like when we was going to school, I don't know if you remember, they always counted Pluto as a planet. Yeah. And now they Pluto's decided it's no longer a planet, because all of a sudden some of the stars are bigger. Who are we to decide that a planet no longer needs to be in our solar system? Like, who give them this authority to authorize such a thing like this? Like you said, a bunch of people sitting around the room say, hey, let's do this today. Is that what's going on? Are we being ruled and led by the rich and powerful because they're bored and decide they have nothing to do today, so let's go mess with these people over here? Is that what's going on?